Hi there. This video looks at marketing processes and more specifically will focus on implementation, monitoring and controlling. So firstly, we'll look at implementation. So this is the process of actually putting those marketing strategies into operation. Okay, so they've established their objectives. They've undertaken the market research. They've identified the target market. They've established their marketing strategies. Now comes the stage of actually putting it all into action. Okay, actually implementing it. Implementation, however, involves daily, weekly, monthly decisions that have to be made to make sure the plan is effective. And in order to implement it effectively, a number of very basic, easy questions need to be answered by the business, okay? Is the plan fully integrated with all other sections of the business, okay? The interdependence model, okay? How should the business be structured and organized? Who are the best people to undertake the various roles required to implement the plan? Is everyone really familiar with what the goals and objectives are? Is everyone on the same page? Once they've implemented it, they need to then monitor and control it to make sure it's actually doing what they want it to do. Okay, so monitoring means checking and observing the actual progress of the marketing plan. Okay, now this requires the marketing department personnel as well as other employees to gather information and report on any important changes, problems, opportunities that may arise during the life of the marketing plan. And then controlling involves comparing, okay, the plan performance against the actual performance, and then taking corrective action to make sure they meet their objectives. There's no point failing to meet the plan performance and then just continuing with what they're currently doing. They need to take corrective action, okay? And the first step in the controlling process requires the business to outline what they really want to accomplish in the first place. Okay, so a KPI, key performance indicator. What's the benchmark? What do they want to do? Okay. The second step in the controlling process then is to then compare or evaluate the actual performance against that KPI. And some of the best ways to do it are through the use of budgets, sales statistics, cost analyses, and those really help to evaluate the results. One thing they can do is develop a financial forecast. Okay. Now, when evaluating alternative marketing strategies, a business must develop a financial forecast that details the costs and revenues for each strategy. And what that does is they work out, okay, well, how much is the marketing plan expected to cost? So not just, to make the product, but how much is it going to cost to, pay for the advertising, pay for the staff, etc. Okay. And then they also implement within the financial forecast a revenue estimate. Okay. Well, how much revenue, how much sales is the marketing plan predicted to generate? Okay. So by measuring this sales potential and revenue forecasts, they compare it. So they can see, okay, well, we predicted, okay, that the marketing plan will generate $1 million worth of sales revenue. However, it cost us $3 million to actually implement the marketing plan in the first place. Okay, that's a very big loss. So then they'd have to take corrective action and work out, well, what went wrong? Do we need to go back to step one, or is there something along the pipeline there that we can fix? Okay. One other way they can monitor and control is comparing planned and actual results here. So using a sales analysis. Okay, so actual sales with forecast sales. Okay, that helps determine the effectiveness of the marketing strategy. They can undertake a market share analysis. Okay, so they can evaluate its marketing strategy compared to the competitors. How much market share do we have compared to our competitors? What are we doing different? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? What are they doing wrong? What are they doing right? And also a marketing profitability analysis. So the business breaks down the total marketing costs into specific marketing and activities and then work out which one's the most profitable. So they might have, well, this is how much it costs to do TV ads, this is how much it costs to do radio ads, this is how much it costs to do newspaper ads, this is how much it costs to do this, this, and this. Which one has given us the greatest return on our costs? And then once they've monitored and controlled it, they need to then, okay, well, let's go back and revise. Let's go back and look at what's wrong, what's right, what can we fix? Okay, well, what can we keep the same? So they need to go back and look at, okay, well, let's look at changes in our marketing mix. Okay, the 4 Ps. So do we need to change the product? Do we need to change the price? Do we need to change the place? Or do we need to change the promotion? They might need to look at new product development. So let's try and get a new product out there. Okay, the current product we've got is clearly not working. Let's start from scratch and start, put in something brand new. Or they can actually get rid of old products. Okay, product deletion. They might find, okay, well, we're at the end of our product life cycle for this product. No one's buying it anymore. Let's just get rid of it and, go back to square one and start again. So I hope this video on implementation, monitoring, and controlling has been useful. This is the end of processes. The next video we'll start looking at marketing strategies, and we'll start looking at market segmentation, product differentiation, and positioning. Thank you.